The mayor of Brampton describes the landlord of this property as an absentee landlord and says there's been this long 6-year history of compliance and inspection issues. So we just don't know if the house was up to code, leaving many questions about how this could happen and if more could have been done.
There had been attempts to gain compliance since 2019. And I understand from the neighbors that during that entire period, we've been dealing with an absentee landlord.
On the same day, the house here on Bannis Way went up in flames, killing 5 members of the same family. Mayor Patrick Brown told reporters that city inspectors were refused entry by the landlord and posted on social media that the city had issued multiple orders to follow building and fire safety requirements.
Under the current rules, if it's the city didn't have the power to enter.
But could more have been done to ensure the safety of the 11 people living in the rental house?
The fire service in the area has local jurisdiction. This is something that they will have to investigate.
That was the Attorney General responding to questions about why Brampton Fire didn't intervene. According to the Ontario Fire Prevention and Protection Act, if there was risk that a fire would seriously endanger the health and safety of any person, a fire chief, for example, may without a warrant enter and inspect a premises. At this point, we're still waiting for more information from the city on whether these ongoing compliance and inspection issues were ever escalated to the fire department. We did find a posting for 12 Bannis Way listed on a rental app in 2021, about 2 years before the fire victims began living here. The ad shows multiple pictures of rooms with either missing or dangling smoke alarms. The house was being advertised as a spacious 4-bedroom with a finished basement that was also available for rent.
I'm sorry we could not answer your call.
We did track down a number to the landlord in question and also learned he owns 3 other properties in Brampton. His lawyer is the one who responded, telling me the second dwelling his client applied for was never built and he only thought a family of 5 was living here. The landlord also claims he had no knowledge of ever receiving any communication or inspection requests from the city.
Yeah. I can provide you later on.
Did your client ever refuse inspections by the city?
No.
Was the house up to fire code?
Yes.
Now, all of that will be part of this ongoing investigation. That lawyer also told me that city inspectors have stopped by the 3 other properties owned by this landlord, and we know for sure that at least one is a rental property. And I can tell you that there is a pilot project underway in Brampton in just a few wards, though, that require landlords to get licensed. And it also gives the city more power for things like inspections. Unfortunately, this area was not part of that pilot project. I am being told that at City Council this week, a motion will be tabled to expand the program to the entire city. In Brampton, Shauna Hunt, City News.